The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A fake there on the jet sweep as it's Fields off play action. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Second and 10. Here's Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Running left, it's Warren. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Goff. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. That stop made by Jack Campbell. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. Down the right sideline. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it second down and 12. To throw is Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Following the penalty, Montgomery. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Now it's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 10 yards out. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Fields. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
A handoff for Warren. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And, boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields. This is caught, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score 17. Lions 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. It's Xavier Howard who brings him down from his corner position. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play action. It's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Second down in the yard. On the give, it's Warren. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Fields now to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Fields. Catch is made by Harry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
In motion, the tight end. Again, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Harris. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Justin Fields, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Here we go, Sweat.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here we go.
Throwing again on second down. Fields flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't... yet again, Goff is intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw, Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That one down the field for Freiermuth. That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7. On the run, it's Warren. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They toss it to Warren. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. 3 quarters have come and gone. And this offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a run with Warren. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And that is no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
A first throw now for the backup Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a first carry here for their running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Watson. That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
That's Larry Ogunjobi powering through to end that play before it could get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw is Watson. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. But defensively, you look at the numbers, another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run it. Warren. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Here's Warren. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd down and 4. Warren will try the right side. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
This 2nd and 4.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now it's Watson. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back to throw, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense